Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel. We'll be talking about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. So it is Saturday and it's about 4 p.m. and my daughter and I have just been relaxing. My son, just relaxing. It has been a very interesting week, and I feel like I've been filming, but I don't know, it feels different this week. But as you guys know, well, if you're new to my channel, let me just say that welcome first off, and thank you for watching. I am on a journey towards financial freedom and time freedom and building generational wealth. I am excited and just, continuing on this journey. So also, I just finished my first week in my new role, returning back to my previous employer, and it went very well so far, and it's so freeing not being in management, which I probably will do something about management next week, definitely talking about that. But I definitely am excited to be back in a clinical role and just focus on me, and building up my caseload of patients and things like that. So anyway, this week has been pretty heavy though, y'all, because I told you guys in my last video, I think I filmed yesterday, I was telling you guys about I had a family issue or something about one of my family members that just really made me stop and think about things, and it was just motivation, honestly, just to stay on this path and continue to work towards financial freedom and time freedom, because life is just always lifing in some way. And one thing I've had to realize and learn to do differently, and I'm still working on it, is when things are going really good for me, to not get into this mindset of like, oh, see, like something negative is going to happen. Like in the past, I would, when things are really good and calm and just going in a good direction, I would get nervous. I would get really anxious because I'm thinking, well, something bad is going to happen. It's the whole concept of the shoe is going to drop, or what's that? I forgot how they say it, but it's a concept, like literally mental health or psychology concept. I just can't remember how you say it. The shoe is going to drop on the other foot. It's something like that. Let me leave a comment below. You guys, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's like basically your brain, your mind is, and your life is so full of chaos and stress. And so when you're in a peaceful state, your body is almost like preparing for something to come, because it's so used to all of these things happening. And so I've had to learn to like rest in peace, right? Like, it sounds crazy, right? But just resting in that peaceful state and believing that I deserve peace, I deserve good things, I deserve just relaxation, and not being preoccupied with something negative happening or preparing myself for something negative to happen. But I will say though, when this happened this week, I was just like, I went back into that. I was just like, oh wow, of course, this happened my first week on my new role. Here we go. And then just to bring this full circle back to today, I woke up this morning and I looked on Facebook, and one of the this young woman from our community, she was I don't want to say it, unalived, unfortunately, and I actually went to church with her and her sister, her whole family, when I was a little girl. We all went to the same church, and I didn't really know her as well, but we followed each other on social media, and I always saw her post, and she's very, people knew her in the community. She's funny, she has her own personality and character, and she's just funny. You could tell she was a really good person, and she was very much loved. And there's such a loss in the community right now. So it's just been, it's felt heavy today, and I just, just allow myself just to rest and not think about everything that's happening. And I almost didn't even film a video today, but I was like, no, because I woke up this morning and I looked at my analytics and I saw my numbers, and I'm at 2,736.9 watch time hours. And the goal by the end of this week would be to, if I can hit 2,750, then I know I can enter this next week just having 250 watch time hours away from the 3,000, goal for this month. And then the next month, August, is, of course, the goal is to hit 4,000 to be completely monetized. And so I was like, no, push forward, but it's things like that happen. Just like, it just reminds you of how life is so fragile, so unpredictable. And the thing that I originally wanted to talk about today was just how, like, it's very hard and heavy to be the first person, and whether it's in your family or whatever, whether you're the first graduate, the first person who becomes a millionaire, the first person who makes it out of your hometown, the first person who whatever. Like, when you're the first, it's heavy and hard because you really don't have anybody to talk to about it. You don't have anybody that's on that journey with you for the most part, and it's very isolating and lonely. But it just kind of, everything that happened this week kind of brought up some of those feelings, and it just really motivated me, though. It's like, no, keep going. You're so close. Like, just stay focused on your goals, and you're gonna make it out. Because sometimes I just wonder, because between her and my family member, there's only one common denominator, and that's my hometown. And I don't want to talk bad about my hometown, but y'all, if you read my book, if you watch my movie, you know how I feel about it. So it is what it is. I'm not about to sit here and paint no pretty picture about where we came. If somebody got a problem with it, if you watch my video and you got a problem, oh, you talking about that? I don't care. Because for me, I definitely would not be where I'm at if I stayed where I stay in that hometown, that city. It is something about that city, and I don't know, and I'm just like, I would love to be able to just move my whole family out of the city. And I don't think they would even go, because some people are so attached to where they're from. Me, I've always tried to escape. Me moving to Charlotte, which is about 45 minutes away, not even far away, but that was the first time I left the city, and that was life-changing for me. It made such a big impact on my life. And after that, I ended up moving to Georgia, and then there was like a rural area of Georgia, and then I moved to Atlanta, the city part of it. But just making those moves showed me that there's a whole nother life outside of your hometown, and sometimes you gotta be willing to make those moves if you want to do something differently. But sometimes you're the first, and you're the first, and so it can be hard and heavy and scary, but you gotta do it. And so whether that's moving out of your hometown, whether that's getting your education, whether that's getting your finances together so that you can be the first person to build that financial foundation, so the people coming after you, your kids, your grandkids, whoever, they don't have to go through everything you had to go through. Maybe it's you're the one who has to do all these things, but it's going to be hard, and there's no way around it. And I don't think people talking too much or about, talk enough about how heavy and hard it is. But it is, and I'm telling you right now from a real place, because those two things that happened this week just really reminded me of why I have to keep going and keep moving in this direction. Don't worry about what anybody is doing. Think about me, and think about my kids, my grandkids. I don't want them in this environment, and I don't live in my hometown at all, but I don't live too far away from it either. And I still want my family out of there. That would be great, but if they don't ever want to leave, I don't want my kids to ever go back. So that right there is enough motivation for me, because I do have a 17-year-old. My son is 18, so he wouldn't, he's adult technically, but I don't want, because I just think that, like, again, both of these situations, it's in the city. So it's heavy and it's hard, y'all, to be the first, but you got to do it. You're gonna change things for your generation, your legacy, your family, if you do those hard things. And sometimes it's moving out of the city, like I said, getting your education. It's doing things differently with your finances. It's hard, but it's gonna be worth it, because I just don't it's hard, y'all. is hard. And it's not even about me right now in this moment. I'm not even thinking, I'm thinking about the family of this young lady. And then I'm thinking about, obviously, my family member. That affects me very personally because it's very close to me. And I just wish, sometimes I wish that God had expedited my circumstances and I could just have all this money and I could just free them and be like, here, go, move to so-and-so state and start over. But then I trust God's timing, and I know that it's not meant to be that way. Because here's the thing, if people haven't changed their mindset around money, even if you gave them $1 million, they're gonna end up broke again within 6 months. And there's studies that show that. Like, if you think about lottery winners, I don't know the number of years, but within, like, I know less than 5 years, they end up broke again. So if your money mindset hasn't changed or shifted, it doesn't matter if somebody came through and just gave you everything you needed. If you haven't changed and you aren't willing to see things differently or think differently, it's not gonna matter. So that's why, like, in another video, I talk to you guys about how, and I'll probably do another video on this too, I'm talking to my kids about their mindset about money, and educating them about money and finances and just mindset and abundance and gratitude, all those things that I need them to know if they're gonna take the torch, carry the torch after me. Because it's no use in me having all this knowledge and doing things differently if they're not going to be the ones to carry it on and then pass it to their kids and so forth. Because that's the most important part. You have to have a different mindset. I don't know, y'all. This week has been heavy. It's been very bittersweet. Like, I'm excited to have a new role. I love my coworkers, my manager. I love what I'm going to be doing. It feels so light and freeing and just flexible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work from home two days this week. I just come home after work and I'm free. Like, I don't have any writing or anything extra to do. I can just relax and go to the gym. But then all these things are happening around me, and I'm not even in that environment no more, but I'm still connected to it because I can, like, my family member, and then that's my community, my hometown. Like, I'm still connected, and I'm just like, God, what is it that you want me to do? And I just know that God, I know the assignment for me is to keep moving forward. You have to be the one that sets this example. And that's what I mean. Like, when you're the first to do something, and everybody, I'm sure, is on their own path, but when you're the first to do something on a certain level, it can be isolating and lonely, but you got to keep moving forward and show that it's possible. And yeah, so anyways, it's about to start raining. I'm about to go grab some snacks, me and the kids, and come back and relax. We're gonna watch a couple good iconic movies or classic movies that we've been wanting to watch, and just enjoy this Saturday. And I'm just praying that God, brings healing to my community, my hometown. And I just want to stay focused. I don't want to get distracted by any of this stuff. It's easy to. And I'm still a person. I'm a human being. Yes, I'm a therapist, but I'm a human being, and I feel things, and I'm very empathetic, and I'm an empath, very much so. I can feel things in a very, very real way. And I just want to, I don't know. I got to just focus on me, essentially, like, because I don't want to get bogged down by this. I know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and that's continue on what God has called me to do. And I can support in other ways, I'm sure. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know if you can relate or if you understand at all in any kind of way. If you like this video, like the video, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys probably Monday. I don't think I'm gonna film anything tomorrow, Sunday. I think I'm just gonna relax my kiddos, maybe do some writing, because I think that's definitely what I need to be doing. That probably will help me a lot get back in my creative space. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you again for helping me reach my monetization goal, getting closer to that goal. I appreciate it. This makes me, there's so many things I want to do, and I know that God has called me to do, y'all. And that's probably what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I want to brainstorm, because I just feel God giving me some direction, like, do this, build this in your community. Like, there's so many things, but it all comes down to money, though. You got to fund it, right? There's a lot of community programs that I really want to do, that's God has put in my heart. I just know it, but it's like, you gotta get past this phase first. You gotta get your own finances together first, pay off this debt, save, invest. Like, you have to do this stuff first, and after that, this next level, you're gonna be able to do the things that God put on your heart to do. So that's what I'm focused on, the bigger picture. So anyway, like I said, if you can relate, leave me a comment. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right.